All right, guys, NFL Week 2 Q&A is officially upon us, guys. We got a lot of great questions for you guys, a lot of regarding injuries and my thoughts on the injuries and what are some replacements for teams. Now, one of the biggest names coming in, my good friend Blake, one of the biggest names of the injury week is of Danny Woodhead, the San Diego Chargers. He goes, Justin, I'm a Chargers fan just like you. Danny Woodhead's injury scared me just like you. Where do you think the Chargers go from here in their running back game, and do you think Danny Woodhead will be back this year? Do you think that Kenny Farrow will be an excellent option? Now, do I think Danny Woodhead will be back this year? We don't know. We don't know the full extent of the injury. We will be figuring it out right around lunchtime today, maybe early in the morning. There's going to be an MRI going to be undergoing out in San Diego today. I'm very surprised that I have the MRI earlier than expected because Keenan Allen, when you look at Keenan Allen's injury last week, it took him about a day or two to officially announce that it was a torn ACL. Even earlier than that, we all knew it was a torn ACL. Keenan Allen was obviously crying when he ran out. Danny Woodhead, as strong as a running back as he is, was not able to walk off on his own power. Do I think it's a sprain? I want to say it's a sprain because that means, he's not going to be done for the year. He's going to be able to return at some point. That's what we're hoping. I'm just hoping it's going to be a sprain, then he misses a couple of weeks, and that's what I'm hoping for. That's honestly the best thing that I'm hoping for. Our backups right now, are they reliable? We do have Kenny Farrow. We do have a Derek Watt. Kenny Farrow is a guy who I've spoken very highly for in the last couple of years. I've been watching him since his days in Houston. A very, speedy back, a guy who I think is going to be an excellent backup option for the San Diego Chargers since Melvin Gordon is a 3-down back for that team. I think that Kenny Farrow is going to be an excellent option at backup. Is he the next, Danny Woodhead? I don't think so. I think that, Kenny Farrow is going to be a guy that's going to end up battling for a backup position at some point in the near future, but he's still in that learning and growing period in the NFL, adapting to the NFL playbook, and he's being sworn in as the backup running back. That's what the Chargers have got to do. He was a third running back last week against Kansas City. He did not see any time on the field. If he was, it was just for a quick cup of tea. But other than that, he's not a very bad option. So obviously San Diego is going to continue to go to the passing game. They did lose out on Keenan Allen last week, like I said. They also lost Stevie Johnson, but the Chargers are still finding a way to put up points. Tyrell Williams, a guy who has been on this team for the last couple of years, he's finally getting a stride right now. Travis Benjamin, he's getting a lot of targets this year now. He's going to be getting a lot of targets this year right now because he is the Chargers' #1 wide receiver on the roster. He is completely, out of this world. The speedy, probably one of the fastest receivers we probably see in the NFL today. And he got a couple of touchdowns today against Jacksonville. So the Chargers, am I concerned about Danny Woodhead? Obviously, who wouldn't be concerned about Danny Woodhead? Do the Chargers go into free agency and get a running back? No. I've never seen the San Diego Chargers do that, and they probably won't even start here. The running back, in free agency right now as it stands, Joique Bell is the top candidate right now. You can look at Bryce Brown, but no, I don't think San Diego is going to be a team that's going to go into free agency and look at their options in free agency. They're just going to keep it in-house, and I think that you're going to end up putting Derek Watt. Yes, he is the team's starting fullback, but he's also an option to become a running back at some point, and possibly just have, him, Derek Watt, and Kenny Farrow, or Melvin Gordon, Derek Watt, and Kenny Farrow as your 3 running backs going down the part of the season until Danny Woodhead is able to come back from his knee injury.